Aloha ladies, isn't this ridiculous? So bras are the worst. They dig right up into you, right? And then for me, I have them where they want to fall off the shoulders. And then look how little that little hook area is. And those hooks aren't even comfortable. They're right there on the spine. So what's also ridiculous is the fact that I have a cami on that is 2 sizes smaller than my snug size. But I want to just show you that it still will fit and how, like when you're doing your sizing, how to pick it. So this bra is a 34K. So I have like a 10 to 11 inch difference between my girls. So anyway, so this is uncomfortable, of course, we can agree to that. But if I'm like, oh, I'm a 34, well, this is what a 34 looks like on me because I have a 10-inch difference. All right, well, my 38, when I first get it on, can look like this as well. So this area is designed to stretch. We have little blown out pockets on these, molded cups, and they do expand. So as you can see, I am in it. I do have the spillage, but I could work it if I decided that I wanted to keep this for myself, which I might want to. After I checked my measurements, I'm like, Anyway, so you would, if you decided you liked it, then you can stretch the cup. And then this is one of my sample sizes. So that's why I'm doing this. See the difference? So if you think that it's too small, it just might need stretching. And then for me, I need about 3 days and I got to work on my cups every so often. But you can see it expands. This is a 34. I'm 38 or 40. So I'm going to use the pause button a little later and I'm going to switch into a 40. Anyway, so what I know that it's too tight is when I first put it on, it was really snug underneath here. I've had this on maybe 15-20 minutes and that has kind of relaxed a little bit, or I've gotten used to it. I've been able to breathe the entire time, but when I took this out of the bag, I looked at it, I had it up against my body, and I was just like laughed. I should have taken a picture before, but I was on the phone with my mom, and then I was like, I gotta go because I gotta put this on and I'm dying to know. Anyway, so I was able to get it on, and you can see the variable compression is at work. And then also back here. So with my comfort size, this 40, you won't see that as much. So you can't see it on here and you can't see it in the back. All right. But depending on if you're really needing some shaping, and also if you're a smaller girl, you know, you probably won't have this issue. But as you can see, oh, and this girl, she's an inch bigger than the other one. Yeah, see that? Crazy. So and again, I haven't even been in this 20 minutes. So if we go measure me, this one brings me in a lot. So I'm normally a 34 or 35. And this one brings me in so much that I'm almost 33 over here. Okay. So at one point I was a 32G, double G, when I was like eating clean and all that. So we're going to go up and measure up around here. So there's about a 10-inch difference. So this minimizes me. Normally I'm 45 or 46, depending on the time of the month. So depending on also what I wanted, if I really wanted to have cleavage, I might want to go with this. But eventually the cups will release. So what I also like is on my hips. It's at 41. I've been measuring like a 43 or a 44. I know I haven't lost that much weight. I know hormones are crazy. So anyway, around my waist here, it's a little at the belly button, right? So that's at 35. Now, I don't mean to traumatize you, but you're probably already traumatized by this already. But let me just show you what these things are doing. All right, y'all ready? Be watching. That's what's hiding underneath that. So I hope you weren't jealous thinking I was like skinny or something. I wore my cami to a luncheon and ran into some friends and they're like, did you lose weight? I'm like, no, it's my cami. So, and at that luncheon, I was all bloated, but It was a hormonal thing. So now I'm like 40, nope, 40 over here. Yeah, it takes off some inches. Don't be scared. Don't, sorry. But this is reality, right? So 42 on the hips. Actually, I like this measuring tape. It's making me smaller today. But I have been trying. Again, so if I put this down, it slims me down. So the and it's comfortable. You know those bathing suits that kind of take a few inches off of your midsection? That's what this kind of feels like, because you can see that's working. So now I'm going to put this on pause, and I'm going to slip into my 40, which is my comfort size. Don't look, I know. Okay, actually I put it on halfway so I can show you how it's supposed to look before you actually get your girls in. Sorry, the air conditioning just kicked in. So this is my 40, my comfort size. And you can see you got a little bit of the paneling working right now. So I have my little booby pockets up here. So my girls are down here, right? They're at the door. So I would probably bring it down just about there, right? And so I didn't pull this all the way down. I want this loose. I'm going to reach in. I'm going to scoop and get my girl. Y'all see that? I know I post pictures of it looking like this, and it's crazy. Every time I do this, I'm so amazed. So I get my girls up there. Now look where I'm at. Now I gently bring this down, and it needs to be up against my skin. And then I tuck my underwear on top of it. But we're gonna wait for that. So this is a comfort size. You don't really see that paneling working, right? So I'm gonna, and then also over here, and then back in here. So, and it's also longer because of course there's more material. And as you can see, I do still have a little bit of spillage. So if you're thinking it's too small, just hang on and wait. I normally have them on for about like 15-20 minutes, and I can see a difference in that. So so this brings me down to 37.5 with the cami on, and before I was like 40. So this does bring me down, but not quite as much as that smaller size does. And my snugger size probably brings me down a little bit more. So yeah, so this is how it's supposed to look, right? So then I tuck this up because there's silicone grippers on the bottom of these. So there's either dotted ones or else like the little band strip, depending on which cami or demi you get. So look at this. I mean, how does, y'all see that, right? It's like, how did that fit on my body? And y'all saw it on there, same cami, because this color is a limited edition, and it came back into stock in the warehouse, and I bought it so I could have some samples, and yeah. But those little cups, these molded cups, will form for your girls. So again, sometimes I'll lift and scoop, make sure they're up in there. And this one's like really comfortable. So it, I don't get as much lift, but my straps could actually get adjusted a little bit. So sometimes when I'm messing around, my straps will get loosened. And on some of the camis, they have adjustable hooks where you can make them a convertible. So see, I got a little bit more lift, getting that up higher. So, and if I wanted to crisscross it, I'd get even more lift. So, but normally when I have this part up here, that's a good time to adjust it if you know how it's going to normally adjust. And again, this is my comfort size. It feels really good. I would just kind of work on the cup, and then it lays in there a little bit better. So anyway, we have a stylist who's a Q cup. I'm a K cup, and she can wear our stuff. So just a little bit of that stretching. Make sure your fingernails aren't going through, because you can poke a hole through it, and that's not considered damaged. You can also use your fist if you really need to get in there, and see how that just opens it up. And that's just doing it a little bit. So, but once you kind of get these on, there's no wires. This is super comfortable. And especially after this, it feels like I have nothing on, but I have lift. So again, the seams aren't busting at, it has a little bit, but if I was to move or whatnot, it would open up a little bit. So I wore this for a luncheon. We ate a lot. We ate so much that I couldn't eat for over 24 hours, except for an ice cream with my boyfriend on a date. So yeah. Anyway, I hope this helps. And again, if you think it's too small up in here, and it feels great everywhere else, we can stretch the cups. I also, if you want, send me pictures so I can see where it's fitting on you. I'll make sure it's high enough here and high enough up here. Because if it's too low, when you lift it up, shimmy it up, you'll feel the cami doing its work in that area. And it feels wonderful. Also, this helps to smooth you out when you're actually in a regular shirt. So I thought I had one around here, but I don't. But you'll see enough pictures. So again, cami life is bra-free life.